third team of 200 firefighters and 15 managers will be deployed to Quebec in Canada by the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment's Working on Fire program. The deployment comes in response to a request from the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Centre for urgent assistance. To tell us more about how our fire heroes are working beyond our borders in the middle of the Northern Hemisphere heatwave, we are joined by Mr. Trevor Abrahams, who is Working on Fire's Managing Director, who's just spent 34 days in Canada and returned home last week with their first group. Mr. Abrahams, a good morning to you. Thank you so much for giving us your time.
Good morning on Mandela Day, and we're very proud to, in fact, be living the legend's legacy in going out to even help in the world. We are actually going to Alberta. We've been diverted from Quebec to Alberta in terms of where the need is in Canada at the moment. And 215 of our young men and women are eager and ready to go and will be departing about 3 p.m. today.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And this is the third batch of firefighters that we're sending to fight this fire in Canada. I mean, let's talk about just how interesting it is, particularly that you've got this need for our own active citizens and our own heroes to be seen across the world. I mean, does this speak to the quality of firefighters that we have in South Africa?
Well, this is the third batch, as you said, so we'll have had 645 people there already this year. And clearly the Canadians appreciate the work we do. We'll be coming back with very high ratings from the evaluation of our work there. And our firefighters obviously enjoy the opportunity to perform on an international stage. And this year has been unprecedented in Canada. They've had more than 10.7 million hectares. That's more than 20 million soccer fields that has burnt down.
Yeah.
So we've had international forces from all over the world. And so our firefighters are also mixing and being able to share in the fraternity across the globe.
Yeah.
With their deployments in Canada.
I mean, one thing we can all agree on is, of course, what these heat waves in not just Canada, but really in many parts of the Northern Hemisphere, parts of Europe as well, parts of the USA, also experiencing these heat waves, is that it has sparked the conversation around global warming and whether or not we'll be seeing many, many more of these. And you've just come back from fighting that fire in Canada. Explain to us visually and even from a sensory point of view what you experienced dealing with those massive flames.
Well, you can't imagine the area that's been burnt. You drive towards the fire camp and you just go into areas where you see hectares and hectares of burnt out stands of trees. So it's on a scale. I've also took recce flights in the helicopter to scan the area that we're dealing with. It's just so big, you can't imagine it. And we saw it in 2019 also in Alberta, where the fire was 85 kilometers by 85 kilometers wide and high in terms of area it burned. So it's just amazing to see the areas going. So you can come into an area even after it's rained, and you can see the kind of flare-ups pop up the moment the weather change, the pattern change. And the humidity drops and the temperature goes up. Flames pop up like you're seeing on your screen now.
Sure.
Those firefighters are encountering those kind of flare-ups on a day where the weather changes.